All right, we're looking at an Ensoniq DP4. I had no idea that I needed this all my life until recently, and now I have it. I just bought it from someone for 700 bucks. It's in really good condition. They assured me it's in excellent working condition, so I haven't even had a chance to try it yet. I'm just going to be with it in this video, and if you want to nerd out and be with me, I'm not going to hook it up in this video. I just want to take a look at the outside. I think a lot of videos that I see, I would love it if they just looked at the outside, the buttons, the build quality, the inputs and outputs especially. I love looking at that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. If that's not for you, then you've been warned, and find some other nerdy video. If you want to hear someone really demonstrate this well with how it sounds, I suggest Mootant, which is Mootant. Not only does he have a killer Scottish accent, but he actually has one hooked up, has been using it for decades, knows it in and out, and demonstrates it very well with his audio recording. Like I said, this one's just a look on the outside of it, so the build quality. Off the bat, it's not all that heavy. It is huge. It's a very deep unit. You can see here if I do an overhead. I like the knobs. I've never understood handles on rack equipment. They make me laugh. Like, what, is there going to be some kind of emergency where you need to yank it out and throw it in another bay or studio? Like, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get the handles. I like the handle look on these rack mount units, but I never understood them. They're cool, but yeah. Anyway, I like the aesthetics of this Ensoniq. There are 15,000 of these made, and I think they were made in 91, 92. You can correct me in the comments on that. I like how it's black. I think that's going to look great in my rack. I like the knobs. They feel like they're a very good build quality. Screen's adequate for me. Looks good. These are all the presets. So there's all kinds of presets in here, and you can edit the presets the way that you like. Got a few buttons down here. Let's see how they feel when I click them. Yeah, they feel nice. Nice and clicky. I don't even know what they do yet. There's edit, system. It's got MIDI. We'll look at the MIDI ports on the back in a sec. Nice big knob here for selecting. My wife just walked by. I can only assume that she gave me a look like, what a friggin' nerd you are. I think that's a safe assumption. There are 4 mono ins and 4 mono outs. That means 4 mono ins, mono outs, or 2 stereo in, stereo out. And the effects can be chained. This is really not bright enough here. Just hold on for a sec with the shaky camera work. I just want to get this in better lighting. Okay, sorry about that. So there's the input configuration chart there. Hopefully it will. There we go. Come on. There it is. On-off switch on the front. Not all units have that, surprisingly. That's nice. The bypass, again, not all units have that. That's super nice to have. Some big clunky buttons there. Yeah, just looks sweet. So let's take a look at the top of it. It looks as though the access to it is under this plate here. I'm assuming that. I haven't taken it apart or seen anyone take it apart. But if that's the case, I like it. That makes it very easy to access. I don't know if I will be accessing it, may need some repairs eventually. I mean, these are getting on in years. Again, crappy camera work, but I need to spin it around so we can enjoy the back part of it. Okay, there we go. So what do we have back here? We have, of course, IEC power, which is nice that it's removable. That's a cool thing. We have MIDI in, out, and through. I never have really gotten into MIDI effects and using them, so I'm excited to see what I can do with this. And let's take a look at this label here. I'm looking, oh, there's a date. Nice. 1994. May 26, 94. Right on. What were you doing on that day? I was probably working, or I don't know what. Depends if it was a weekend. So there we go. Foot switch and CV pedal. I don't know what the CV pedal is all about. I'm looking forward to finding out what that means. And then here we have the inputs and outputs. I love when there's lots of inputs and outputs on gear. So we have the 4 outputs that you can see, right, left, mono. And then we have the 4 inputs. And got some ventilation here happening. The bottom's really not much to look at. It's basically the same as the top, but without the screws. It's got some rubberized feet on it. So there we go. There's my latest acquisition. And pretty stoked to hook this up and get going with it. It will definitely, I'll do a taste test in a future video where I actually record the sound and put a few drum loops and things like that through it and demonstrate it. And yeah, I'm a happy man. It's a good day today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.